All right, welcome everyone to Up and Moving. My name is Carmen. I'm a graduate student in the Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology department at Michigan Tech. Today we're going to be doing a strength workout in a circuit style at home today with a little bit more house familiar items. We just had move in, so we'll use what we have here, and hopefully you have those items at your house. If not, you can replace them with other items. So I'll go over here. I'm going to grab my items that I'm going to be using today. So here I have 2 jugs of water. They're just Nestle Pure Life jugs. They're filled up. They're pretty heavy. They're probably about 8 pounds or so each. So if you have jugs of water, you could use those. You could also use cans of food, boxed food. If you have dumbbells at your house, that's great. You could really get creative here and use something to add some resistance and add some weight. So for the workout today, we're going to go through a warm-up. And after our warm-up, we're going to do 3 separated circuits. The first circuit we're going to do is our pushing muscles. We're going to do some push-ups, some dips, and some presses. I'll go through those with you. And then we're going to do our lower body. We're going to do some squats, some lunges, and some hip thrusts. And then our third circuit, we're going to do pulling muscles. So we're going to work the back muscles, posterior shoulder muscles. So bent over row, a lateral raise, and bicep hammer curls with those jugs of water. So after that, we'll get into a cool down, and we'll be done with our workout today. So I'll let you grab, if you have any water jugs nearby, any dumbbells, cans of soup, boxed food, anything you could use for some weight. If not, you could do these body weight. And we'll start our warm up here. I'm going to use my phone as a timer just so we can keep on track here. And the first thing we're going to do is find a spot where you're comfortable. And we're going to start a nice light jog here for about a minute. Okay. So we'll go into a nice light jog. Try to get the heart rate up a bit. And the goal of our program here for Up and Moving is to provide at-home workouts live, as well as archived workouts on our website. You can find them on Facebook Live, on our Facebook page, and on YouTube. Hopefully, if you like this one, you could go back and check out previous ones, or join us in the future workouts too that are live. We got about 10 seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to go into a high knee here. So if you want to hold your hands out in front of you, you can do that. What we're going to do is just bring our knees up. We can start with the slow-paced walk, almost like an exaggerated march. So from the side, it's going to look like this. Just bringing your knees up, warming up the hip flexors and our hips, opening them up. Okay, from here, what I want you to do, instead of bringing your knee straight up, I want you to bring your knee nice and wide. So we're going to do some exaggerated high knees here. So from the side, this is what it's looking like. We got the knees coming out to the side. A little bit different range of motion for our hip joint there. Try to loosen up. Okay, from this position, what we're going to do is focus on the hips for one last movement. We're going to lift our knee up and bring it out and bring it back to the center. So if you need to, you could grab a chair or hold on to the couch, whatever you have nearby if you need some stability. So you're going to go up, bring your knee out, come back to the center, up, out. So what we're doing here is we're integrating those 2 previous movements into one movement here. And I'd like you to do about 6 or 8 on each side. Nice and slow. Try to open those hips up. Once you get done 6 to 8, we're going to switch sides here onto our other leg. Same thing. So knee up, out, and back down to the center. Same thing, about 6 to 8 on each leg. So really help loosen up the hips for our squats and for our lunges. Get us feeling right before we get into the main workout. Okay, now we're going to do some upper body. We're just going to do some arm circles. I want you to put your arms out to your sides like you're in a T position. We're going to start with some small circles forwards. And we're going to gradually get a little bit bigger. And then we're going to do some nice big circles. Okay, same thing, out into that T position. We're going to start backwards. A little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. And then we're going to go into some nice big circles here. Okay, now we're going to go into our last jog here. Finish up this 5-minute warm up. So we'll go in our spot here and finish it up with a nice light jog on the spot. If you have the room, you could maybe do some light laps around whatever you got near you. If you have the room, use it. If not, you could do this on the spot. We're about halfway there. We got about 30 seconds left. $15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So here I have a little bit of water. You could take a sip of water if you have that nearby. And I'll go through the first circuit. Our first exercise is going to be a push-up. So first variation is push-up against the wall, where you could stand out, use gravity, come against the wall, and you press back out. Second one is you could do it from your knees. So on your knees, flat back, and you're going to bring your chest to the ground and press back up. You could lock your ankles, make it a little bit tougher. And then thirdly is a full push-up. So plank position, and you're going down and you're pressing back up. So whatever variation you could do to challenge yourself, I encourage that. We're going to do 10 reps. If you can't get to 10 reps, I'd like you to either regress to a different style of movement, whether that be from your knees to the wall or from a full push-up to your knees. And if not, do your maximum effort. So if you could get to 6, try to get to 6. For dips, you could either use a chair. So I have a chair here, or if you have a table nearby, what you're going to do is put the chair behind you. You can start seated on the chair, and you're going to walk your feet out until you're on your hands. And from this position, you're going to drop down and press back up. The further you keep your feet away from you, the harder it will be. So down, press up. So that's just a tricep dip. If you find those too difficult, what you could do is go onto the ground and maybe from your knees, you do a close grip push-up. So instead of having your hands further apart, nice and close. So from your knees, hands nice and close, almost in a diamond shape, down to the ground, and you're going to press back up. So So either works. Same thing, we're gonna do true shoot for 10 reps. And lastly, the pike press. So this is more of a shoulder movement. So first one you could do from the ground. So from the ground, you're gonna be on your fours, and you're gonna drop your head towards the ground, and you're gonna press back up. Secondly, you could do it from a chair. So it's the same thing, except you have less range of motion. So here, down to the chair, press back up. And lastly, just like the push-up, you could do this variation against the wall. So you would be leaning against the wall, find a comfortable position, press towards the wall, and press away. Okay, so push-ups, dips, pike press. So just remember, pike press is this one, here, down, up, against the chair or against the wall. 10 reps each. We'll take a short break. We'll do that 3 times through, okay? So here we go. We'll start with our push-ups in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 10 push-ups. Make sure you keep breathing. Once you're done with those push-ups, we're going to go into the dips. So if you have that chair nearby, or if you don't, you could do the close grip push-ups. So I'll demonstrate the chair dip this time. We're going to drop those hips down, bring them back up by pressing up with your triceps and your arms 10 times. This is a great body weight movement. Using gravity to pull yourself down, controlling, squeezing your triceps at the top. Okay, we'll let you get through those quickly. All right. And now we'll be into our pike press here. We got 10 reps. So here we go. Down and press up. Right on. There's the first one out of the way. Take a sip of water. And we'll stay moving here. Keep the legs moving during our break. We'll rest for about 30, 45 seconds, and we'll get into our second set. Make sure this volume's up. Okay. Doing good here. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time I'm going to show a variation against the wall. We're going to go into our push-ups for 10. Here we go. Okay, now we're going into our dips. This time I'm going to demonstrate that diamond push-up in case you don't have a chair. So put your hands almost in a triangle as if you're going to catch a football, just like this. We're going down from our knees, and we're going to drop down and press up. If you have the chair, you can do your dips. This is just a different exercise in case you don't have a nearby chair or a table to do your dips on. All right, we'll let you get through those. We're going into our pike press. This time I got to use the chair to show. So this one's a little bit easier than from the ground. Less range of motion. All right, here we go, 10 reps. So coming down, pressing up. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can do it the other way. So we'll take a break here. I'll just show this more challenging version with your feet elevated. In case you find this a little bit too easy, what you can do is bring your feet up on the chair, make sure you're careful. So with your feet elevated from this position, you could press down and press back up. Almost like you're getting into a wall handstand type movement there. Okay, we got about 20 seconds left. And we're going to move into our next circuit here. We got squats. So our first one, so regular body weight squat. This one, if you have a chair nearby, I'd like to incorporate it. So what you're going to do is put the chair there. Keep your hands out in front of you. And I want you to squat down until you touch this chair. Don't stop on the chair like this. But when you touch, I want you to come right back up. We're going to do that 10 times. If you don't have a chair, you can imagine yourself going down to sit on the chair and coming back up. So that's 10 lunges, body weight lunges here. You can have a chair nearby for some stability. We're going to drop one knee down and come back up. So from the side, this is what it's going to look like. Dropping you down, and you're coming straight back up. And then we'll switch legs and do it on the other side. Remember, you can use the chair for some stability. The last one is a hip thrust. So this one is from the ground. So what you're going to do is go onto the ground here, and you're going to lay on your back, head against the ground, and you're going to drive your hips up towards the ceiling, just like this. From this position, you're going to lower your hips back down to the ground and either hover and come right back up or slightly touch the ground and come back up. So you want to stay in control. Try not to slam the ground. Once again, everything's 10 reps. Keep it simple. And we'll do that. If you want to here, you have those dumbbells or weights, more than welcome to use them. So for the squats, you can hold them at your sides. Do your squats, lunges, you can keep them on your sides. And hip thrusts, you could keep them on your hips and drive it up. So challenge yourself, see what you can do. And we'll start in 10 seconds here with the squats. So here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, down, touch, right back up. Nice and controlled. And one more. Okay, now we're going to go into our lunges. I'll use it with I'll show the chair here, some stability. One leg forward, one leg back, chest upright. We're going to drop the knee down, come back up. 10 on each leg. Make sure you're breathing. 6. Okay, we'll switch legs, do 10 on the other. Drop the knee down, come back up. 6. Okay, chair out of the way here. We're going to go to the ground for some hip thrusts. So down on the ground, feet about shoulder width apart, head against the ground, drive the hips up, back down, hover or slightly touch the ground, and we're right back up. Nice, slow and controlled. Once again, you could add the weight to your hips here if you have it. Alrighty. Good job. We'll take a quick break here. Sip of water. Keep the legs moving. Maybe shake them out if they're tight. This time I'll demonstrate the movements with the weight. Here I have the water jug. If you're just joining, filled up a nice Pure Life water jug. It's probably about 8 pounds. It's good. All right, we're gonna go into our squats here. Once you touch that chair, you're coming right back up. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. So this is really a goblet squat while you're holding weight like this. All right. This time we're going to go into the lunges here with some weight. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Make sure you keep breathing. Keep that chest upright. Once you get to 10, switch to the other side and we're doing the other leg. All right. Give you a second to get done with those lunges. Now we're going into the hip thrusts. So once again, you could use that weight. Just place it on your hips. Back flat, head against the ground. Drive the hips up. Back down, hover, touch, back up. Make sure you keep breathing. All righty, here's our 2 sets. Good job, everyone. We'll grab a drink of water. For time's sake, we're going to do 2 sets of each circuit. We're going to go into our pulling muscles now. So first one's going to be a bent over row. This one you will want to use whatever weight you have. So here I have my water jugs in my hands. What you're going to do is bend at the hips. Keep the back nice and flat. You're going to bring those water jugs, dumbbells, cans of soup, whatever you have in front of you. And from this position with your back flat, bring your elbows up towards your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, back down, and you're coming back up. 10 reps. Lateral raises, what you're going to do is bring your arms out to the side into a T position, just like this. Okay, so from the side, you're coming out. From the back, 10 reps, just like that. Bicep hammer curls. This is a little bit difficult with these water jugs, but we'll make it work. So here we're going to do 10 reps, both at the same time. What you're going to do is keep your elbows tight to your sides, bring the water jugs up, slowly lower them back down, bring them back up, slowly lower them back down. So from the side, you're bringing it up. Okay, 10 reps also. So we'll go through it again. Bent over row, dumbbells in front of you, rowing back, 10 reps. Lateral raise, 10 reps. Hammer curls, 10 reps. 2 sets, and we'll get into our cool down. All right. So we'll start our bent over row in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Nice and controlled. Make sure you keep breathing. Okay. Once you get finished with those bent over rows, we're going to go into our lateral raise. Okay. Here we go. There's our 10 reps. Oof, these are getting slippery. Okay. Bicep hammer curls. Here we go. 10 reps. All righty. Take a quick break. Keep the legs moving. We'll do one more set there. Okay. About 15 more seconds here of our break, and we're into our last set. We'll do the bent over row, the lateral raise, and the hammer curls, and then we'll go into a nice cool down. All right, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Grab the jugs. Bent over row. Here we go. Make sure you keep breathing. Okay, now we're going to go into our lateral raise here. All right, and then we're going into our hammer curls. Arms at your sides, bring the weights up. 10 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I'll grab a sip here. Want to just keep walking. We're going to do a minute of just jogging on the spot here. Okay, we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So after this jog, we'll transition into a nice cool down. Remember, if you want, you can take a couple laps around your house, apartment, garage, backyard, wherever you are. Or if you only have a spot to jog on, that's good too. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going to go into a slow march. So opposite hand, opposite knee. Left knee, right arm. Right knee, left arm. Nice slow march here. We'll start bringing that heart rate down. All right, now we're going to do a side step with an arm crossover. So we're going to step, cross the arms over, step. Try to open up that chest. Well, we're getting a little bit of movement in here. Start to really cool down. Nice, big, wide, almost like you're hugging a big tree. Just a nice side to side step. We'll do this for about 10 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from this position, you're going to do the same thing. Bring that arm across. We're going to grab it, and we're going to do a nice shoulder stretch here. We're going to hold this. Okay, we'll switch arms. Cross your chest, grab it with your other arm, pull in at the elbow. Should feel a nice stretch in your shoulder and the tricep. Okay, now into an overhead stretch. So you're going to reach over like you're itching your back or in the shower trying to scrub your back. And then you're going to grab your elbow with your other hand and give it a nice pull till you feel a nice stretch in your arm right here in your tricep. Okay, and we'll switch. Okay, this next one we're going to do is a quad stretch or front of your leg. So what you're going to do is, if you want to, you can grab a chair for some stability. What you're going to do is just bring one knee up, grab the back of your foot, And we're going to hold this stretch. You should feel a nice stretch within your quad there. The more pressure you pull, the more you'll feel it. Should feel a nice stretch. We'll hold that. Okay, now we're going to switch legs. Move the chair to the other side. Grab your other leg. Same thing, nice quad stretch. All right. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Once again, you could find more workouts just like this or different on our website at upandmoving.org, on YouTube at Up and Moving, or on Facebook page at Up and Moving. Live workouts as well as archived. Hope you had a great day. Hope you had a great workout. Thank you so much.